Draw my makeup. I asked you to draw my makeup and you guys came through. Thank you so much to everybody who submitted. I know I'm not going to be able to get to every single one of them, but I did pick some of my favorites that really inspired me, and today we're going to start with the first one. This is today's inspired look. I'm starting with a thick white creamy base and giving myself a mustache. When I don't have a lot of time to do makeup looks, I try to find designs that are really high impact and small details. So you'll notice a lot of my designs will have most of the details concentrated on one specific area. Sometimes it's just a design choice, and other times it's a practical thing. In this case, I picked a design that has more surface area being covered, but the details aren't super hard. So I would say if you are a beginner doing creative makeup, this is actually quite a nice starting point. I have a lot of streaks using this brush, so I'm gonna blend it out, and you can use a beauty blender, a powder puff. If you want to know the products that I'm using, I will have them listed in the description box. So now my base is done. I need to set this with powder. Now that I'm done with my setting powder, this shouldn't move, and I'm just brushing off the excess with my brush. Here's the fun part. I'm gonna use a couple of different types of blushes just to create this basic contour with red and pinks. I'm choosing more coral tones. This one's from Too Faced. Taking like an eyeshadow brush, I'm gonna work on the areas in the middle of my face and then make my way to the outside. This is probably controversial, but I'm gonna go in with a cream blush because I just got this from KVD Vegan Beauty. It's a very, very red blush. Because I think my powdering was a little uneven underneath on my white base, I am getting a lot of streaks here, so this might work or it might not work. At the risk of trying new products, I'm nervous. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, if you're gonna use this for actual blush, do not use a lot of it, as you can see. I wasn't expecting this to be so pigmented. By the way, no one asked, but in case anyone was ever wondering, one of the biggest problems about working in a studio that is also an apartment is that my walls are really thin, and I have neighbors that will watch movies or talk and will hear everything. So I really do struggle being consistent making YouTube videos. So I hope you do enjoy the long form videos that I do make, because I do struggle to kind of like find the time and the right conditions in order to make them. So I just figured I'm just going to make these videos, and if the audio quality is horrible because there's like footsteps and maybe TV or music coming from the other apartments, then I apologize. I'm doing my best. I'm gonna need to define these circles up. Just gonna add some finishing powder on this, just so it doesn't move. Also, when I'm using pigments, just one swipe is not enough. I have to go in with multiple layers to get that really pigmented feel. So if you're trying it and it just feels like this product is not giving you that pigment, add more layers. And other times you might need like a cream base underneath it to just stick that powder or pigment on you. But right now I have so much stuff on my face, it's really showing up. But as you can see, the first swipe didn't show up. I want to add some shimmer. Let's take this color. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know if you can see that, but nice. Then I want to add some gold. I'm gonna take this color, go under. I'm using this eyeshadow palette with a lot of reds to just increase the depth of my blush. Also make it smoother. So it was looking a little bit patchy. I also want to go back to the lighter color, just blend it out. I can't get over how good this smells. I need more gold, so I'm going in with another set of gold. Oh my goodness. I'm using my favorite combination of products ever, which is the Meron Metallic Powder Gold and Mixing Liquid. They also have the Griftobian Metallic Powder. I like both of them. They are magical. Also, low-key, I sometimes feel like an imposter when I'm teaching my makeup to my audience, because I feel like I just have like one way of doing things, and I don't always feel like it's the right way. It just works for me, and I almost feel like I'm repeating myself if I am kind of teaching people how to do what I do, and I don't know if they're like learning anything new. But recently I had someone tell me that, you know, people just want to know how you do things, not necessarily what the right way of doing things is. So I'm trying to be a little bit better about just showing my process and talking through it, which is why I'm doing long form videos. Mostly I want to just tell stories, but I think this might be a good way for people to learn while I do challenges. I just went into my kitchen and there was a dead cockroach on the floor, and it was really big. It is a crunchy cockroach. and it is upside down with this little legs in here, and I'm like, I can't pick it up. I don't have a dustpan, I don't have a broom, I didn't want to put it in a cup. I freaked out for a solid 10 minutes before I scrunched up a bunch of paper towels and threw it on top of it. And I was like, please don't come to life, because I don't know, maybe it was just plain dead. But no, it was actually dead. Thank goodness. I was like, I really hope I'm scooping it out because I don't want to feel it. I don't want to feel its body. It's in the trash can now, and I refuse to step foot into my kitchen anymore. This completes look 1. So this was the original design, and this was my interpretation of it.